by senior quarterback Chuck Hartlieb. Hartlieb completed 63% of his passes for 3,310 yards and 14 touchdowns. Hartlieb led the Big Ten in total offense by over 50 yards a game. Hartlieb's favorite receiver was senior tight end Marv Cook. Despite missing 3.5 games with an ankle injury, Cook caught 55 passes for 645 yards. Another familiar Hartlieb target was senior wide receiver Devin Harberts. The former walk-on led the Hawkeyes in reception yards with 779 on just 49 catches. The defense was anchored by senior linebacker Jim Riley. The Dubuque, Iowa native led the Hawkeyes in tackles with 123, including 69 solos.
We elected to defer as we have a quick look at the rival coaches. Everybody from Iowa knows who that man is, and we had a quick glance at Dick Sheridan, the head coach of the Wolfpack. NC State won the toss, but a little bit surprised that they decided to defer to the second half and give the ball to a high-powered offense led by Hartlieb.
Well, Ray, I think what they're doing is going to go strength against strength. They want to get on the defensive end of the field right away. That's the strength of their football team. On the other side, of course, Iowa's strength, I think, is their offense. And they're doing what I think what Sheridan would have predicted to do.
It sort of brings us back to yesterday with Dick Sheridan saying that I want to find out if we can compete with this team that is big and strong, but I didn't think he'd choose to do it in the first series. Okay.
Well, also, Ray, too, you know, then they will have the win factor in the fourth quarter. Now, not that there's much win in this ball.
The deep men are Mike Saunders for one and Chet Davis for another. They are both tailbacks. Trying to fill the tremendous hole left by the injury to Stewart, Tony Stewart. We're just about ready to go, and wherever you are, welcome to the Peach Bowl. This will be fumbled by Davis. Still can't find the handle, and he is down at the 4. And by the looks of that scramble, you'd think there might have been a loose football, and there was.
Chet Davis making the big error starting this football game. In that situation, Ray, you just fall on the football, take your licks, and start from the line of scrimmage. A big turnover for North Carolina.
So NC State, as we look at this again from behind the end zone. Now that's one time he touched it. Now Chet's probably saying, maybe I can save something. There's the second time, and the third, and the fourth. Then let's see if we can be sure to pick up. The hit was made. The hit was made by Chris Hartzell, an NC State free safety. So NC State first and goal at the Hawkeye 3.5-yard line. We expect Barn, number 15, to be the tailback. Crite, number 41. It's going to be Tyrone Jackson, number 43, the tailback. Crite, the fullback. Davenport starts at quarterback. Jackson. Well, that big Hawkeye defensive group didn't give up more than about 2 feet, maybe a yard.
Awfully tough yardage this end of the field. If the Hawkeyes can come away from this by stopping them only to a field goal, it's going to be a moral victory for them.
Now into the game is wide receiver Danny Peebles. They had their short yardage offense in, but they elect to go now with number 8 going out to the left. Now they're double tight ends. Second and goal. NC State just underway. What an opportunity for the Wolfpack.
Watch for the option, Ray. Davenport can run.
Well, they're going to try the tailback again. Did he get in? Nope. He's going to be marked between the 1-yard line and the goal line. It is going to be third and goal, and I'm not even going to try to single out any one man who made the stop, although I noticed David Haight, number 64, their middleman on that 5-man front that Iowa likes to employ much of the time. All right, now we're going to bring in a new fullback, Steve Sally. Crite goes out. Sally wears number 29. And the tailback is going to be Todd Varn, number 15. So Varn, the tailback, Sally, the fullback. Third and goal inside the Iowa 1. The fullback, no, keep. Did he get in? No, he did not. I'm watching the linesman. They signaled that Davenport did not get in. Brad Quast made the tackle.
Let's watch number 35 right in the middle of your screen. He's the inside linebacker. His man is the quarterback. Now watch the hit right there. Leg drive against leg drive. A little help from the outside by Brian Wise, but they stop Davenport from the 6 points.
And the first big decision's been made by Dick Sheridan. 4th and 1 foot or 18 inches away. They're going to go for it. Crite is back in at fullback. Varn at tailback. And there goes the quarterback, and he's in there. So if you don't succeed, try again. And Charles Davenport, the Fayetteville sophomore, puts NC State on the board after stubborn Iowa defense.
Same play, this time to the right side, right into the fullback. Davenport knows he's going to keep it all the way. This time he makes it, but not by much.
So just like that. The holder is Bobby Juergens. The place kicker is Damon Hartman. Good snap, good hold, good kick, and the Wolfpack break on top, taking advantage of that great opportunity. NC State 7, Iowa nothing. We'll be right back. Well, just like that, if you just turned on your television set, said, oh, we're here for the opening kickoff. No, you're not. It's 7-0 NC State. This is Saunders at the 9. And the big hit is made on the kickoff by Corey Edmond, one of the linebackers. Does a whole team get as pumped up as I imagine when something like this happens? In this case, NC State.
Oh, it gives them great momentum, Ray. As you know, you get the ball on the opponent's 4-yard line. You can't ask for better than that. We're going to take another look at that touchdown. You'll see from another angle, and that's an awfully quick one there. That was really quick.
Now we're back live. Hawkeyes, only one wide receiver. Hartlieb at quarterback, Bell at fullback, Saunders the tailback. Hartlieb, he has a man there, right on target, 41-yard line. He hit his tight end, Marv Cook, who came into the game having caught 55 passes.
Marv Cook is certainly a good one. He's all Big Ten. On that play, there was a flag. I'll tell you, though, Chuck Hartley paid the price for that reception. He really got decked by Bobby Houston, the outside linebacker, the Wolfpack, just as he released the football.
The flag was dropped 5 yards short of the point where Cook was brought down. So it's a 15-yarder against the Wolfpack all the way to NC State's 44-yard line.
Red ball, personal foul, defense, first down.
You can expect that Hartley will be going to Marv Cook often this afternoon.
Mike Saunders at tailback, Bass at times the fullback, Harberts wide receiver, Cook the tight end who caught that big pass, but now it's 1st and 10, Hawkeyes 44-yard line, NC State. Saunders picked up close, well, between 4 and 5 yards to about the 40. Now the Hawkeye offensive line, and it's a big one. Bob Cratch, left tackle. Bob Schmidt next to him. The center's Bill Anderson, a Minnesotan. Greg Divis from St. Louis, Missouri. And Jeff Croston is the offensive right tackle. Sean Smith, number 22, has moved out to the right, so there are 2 wide receivers to the right. Hartlieb, he has a man down there. No, good defense. Cook was the intended receiver, but good defense by, among others, Michael Brooks for one and Fernandez Vinson for another.
You're going to see Michael Brooks, the free safety, playing center field. Hartlieb is going to Cook all the way, but you'll see the battle for the football right now. That's Brooks and Marv Cook. Incompletion. Good defense by Michael Brooks.
7-0 Wolfpack leading here in the opening moments as Iowa fumbled the opening kickoff inside their 5, and on 4th down, Davenport scored. 2nd down, 10 Hawkeyes. Hartlieb trying to make his voice known with the roaring of this very He's made a change there, no doubt about it. Good catch by Smith. But because Hartlieb had to unload in a hurry, the gain is about 6 yards to the 39-yard line.
Well, the outside linebacker, Bobby Houston, had a free shot once again on Chuck Hartlieb. Hartlieb had to get rid of the football quickly.
Mark Adams, who came on as a place kicker for Iowa, in time to attempt just 2 field goals, but successful on both of them. Thought we might see him at this point, but instead it will be the Hawkeyes giving it up on 4th down and 5. It went out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. So with NC State leading by a score of 7-0 here in the early going, we'll be back after these words from your local stations. You'll be hearing the voice of referee Nick Define this afternoon, the umpire Bob Silber, Wilson Jackson the head linesman, Gary Arthur the line judge, Phil Barnes the field judge, Dick Zivick the back judge, Dick Nowak the side judge, and Bill Bailey is our liaison man. All right, the quarterback is Davenport, Trite the fullback, Jackson the tailback. From the 3-yard line, thanks to that great punt by Adams. And a couple of tough yards, maybe about 3 for Mal Crite, the Brevard senior. Davenport, you saw him score the touchdown. Varn, one of probably 3 tailbacks at least we'll see this afternoon. Mal Crite, one of the 2 fullbacks we'll see. Naz Worthen, you'll see him this afternoon, I guarantee you. Great receiver. The other wideout, Danny Peebles. Bobby Harrell, the tight end. Then the interior lineman will show you in a moment. It is 2nd down, 7. And here goes the tailback, but whoa, not very far. Tyrone Jackson was really met at no more than the 7-yard line, which would represent a gain of about a yard. Who closed that in a hurry?
Ray, I have that feeling that North Carolina, if they're going to move the football, they're going to have to do it in the air.
This is this big, strong. Take a look at some of these weights. Hammond at 264. Pockrant at 267. Massaro, one of the co-captains, at 255. Huggins at 247. And Adel up around 280. Fumble. Hawkeyes have it.
Well, the turnovers are even, Ray.
The Hawkeyes fumbled the opening kickoff inside their 5. Now on 3rd down. NC State fumbles, and the ball belongs to Iowa at the 11-yard line of NC State. Here's the play again.
Draw action to Sally. Sally just really never got the handle on it. There you'll see Mott coming over the top, and he gets the fumble recovery. Let's take another look. Let's see if he ever gets the handle on the football. No, he's hit just as the ball is stuck in his belly. Never really got a grasp on it. And there you'll see Mott going over the top, pulling in that fumble recovery.
Now notice that rather unusual formation in the backfield. There was a great fake, and then Nick Bell wound up with the ball. The gain about 2 to the 9. 2nd down. 9 yards at the 9-yard line. They could still pick up a 1st down without scoring between the 1 and the 2.
Nick Bell, they list him at 230 pounds. He's at least 250 pounds, right?
Wide right, number 22, went Sean Smith as Hayden Fry looks on anxiously. 7-0, NC State leading. Lots of different formations. Anything to confuse. Well, Bell's Bass at fullback now. Richard Bass, an Omaha, Nebraska junior, number 23, gets it to about the 7. It will be 3rd down and 5 at that point.
Well, you saw the quickness of North Carolina State on that play. They get off their block so quickly, back into the hole. Excellent play by the Wolfpack.
Double tight ends, Cook 84 and Palmer 85 now. 3rd and 5. Hartlieb, pretty good protection. There had to be excellent coverage in the secondary because Hartlieb, the veteran, could find no one.
Exactly right, Ray. He looked, just couldn't find anybody open. You'll see him looking downfield right now. Can't find anybody. Now all the red jerseys converge in on him. And you know, Hartlieb doesn't have a lot of mobility. He never really did. But he's even a little slower than normal because he was operated on a month ago for knee surgery.
Now George Murphy, who has attempted 2 field goals since replacing the original place kicker and was successful in both of them, will attempt a 30-yarder. As the distance, it is good, and the Hawkeyes are on the board. NC State leads 7-3. We have played just about 6 minutes here in the first quarter, and we'll be back right after this. So NC State capitalized on a miscue, a fumble by Iowa. Iowa capitalizes to the tune of a field goal on a fumble by NC State, and hence 7-3 with 8:08 left to play, first quarter. The deep men are Chris Williams and Todd Barn. See, Williams is in the middle, and Joe Johnson, a defensive back. Boy, very short. Good run back all the way out beyond the 35-yard line by Joe Johnson, a sophomore defensive back. Dwayne Dow, our colleague, along the sidelines.
All right, Ray Scott. Well, a little damp down here right now, gentlemen. But hey, you fans around the United States, I am Dwayne Dow, the question man. And our question for you is, when the bowls are over, who's #1? Hey, if you like to vote for Notre Dame, or you want to vote for West Virginia or Florida State or Miami, let's hear your vote. The writers and the broadcasters have had their vote. Now you have a chance to vote. Ray and Jim.
Okay, NC State, first down. Davenport tipped, almost picked off. He wanted to reach his great wide receiver Naz Worth at number 17, but Merton Hanks got his hand on it, Jim.
Davenport really made a bad choice there. You had Danny Peoples going deep, trying to clear out the center field. Worthen coming over on a crossing pattern, but well defended by the Hawkeyes.
So now with 2 wideouts, it is second down and 10, 37-yard line of NC State. The fake was to the fullback. At least I thought it was a fake.
It certainly was a fake. That's that option out of the I formation. Well defended by the Hawkeyes once again.
New quarterback, Shane Montgomery, number 6, a junior from Newark, Ohio, for the Wolfpack on 3rd down 8. Now they have Barn over in a slot left. Intended for Danny Peebles. I think there's a little more leeway this year as far as allowing so-called incidental contact.
Well, certainly the North Carolina State Wolfpack fans thought there was a little too much incidental contact there, but the ball right on target. Really, Danny Peoples should have caught it.
Deep now for the Hawkeyes is Peter Marciano. And if you're saying, gee, that's a familiar name, nephew of the one and only Rocky Marciano. Punt formation time by Preston Pogue, who averages almost 41 yards. Oh, boy. Down went the punter. Flag down. So you can forget all about what's happening right now, my friends, because in attempting to block the punt, the Hawkeyes ran into Preston Pogue. We believe it was James Pipkins. Here it is.
Ray, you're going to see it right here, but the defender was blocked into the punter. I don't agree with the call, frankly. You could see him right there. Pipkin was blocked into the punter Pogue, but they're not going to buy my argument or anybody else's.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, an official took me to task earlier this year and said, Ray, in college football, whether he blocked into him or not, it's still running into the punter.
That's absolutely right, Ray, but I'm saying I don't really agree with the rule.
Okay. You're not disagreeing with the call.
No,
with
the rule.
Roughing the kicker, automatic first down.
Now what this does, in addition to being a tremendous opportunity now for NC State to increase their lead, they lead 7-3, it also means a change in quarterbacks. They went from Montgomery for only the one play. Now Davenport, number 7 from Fayetteville, North Carolina, a sophomore, he's back in there. The tailback is Tyrone Jackson. The fullback is Mal Crichton. first down play. Quick hitter. Kright gets about 4 yards. He carried 82 times during the season, picked up close to 300 yards. Jackson was their leading runner from scrimmage with 120 carries for a little over 460 yards. Second down and a bit more than 6 for a first down for the Wolfpack. 6:42 left to play first quarter. 7-3 NC State leading Iowa from the Peach Bowl in Atlanta. Fake to the full pitch. Iowa played that option very well, particularly the left cornerback Merton Hanks.
They've done an excellent job this whole first quarter of defending that option. None of the runners have had any room to run. Of course, it's a type of offense that Iowa's used to. It looks similar to the Michigan offense, you know, an I type of option offense. And Iowa's played many teams with that offense.
Third down 5. Wolfpack, 41-yard line of Iowa. Worthen, their #1 wide receiver, is out to the left, number 17. The only running back in position now behind the quarterback is Kright. Good pass protection. Davenport. Oh, boy. What a hit by Hanks. Merton Hanks. And Brian Wise. Whew. No gain at all.
Good open field hit by that young man, number 15, Brian Weiss. Davenport's a pretty good runner, too. Now, watch the hit. Good high tackle. You stick the helmet right in the chest. That's picture book, Ray.
Preston Pogue to punt. Now, do you think now Iowa automatically will hold back and not risk running into this punter?
I think they will. They'll hold back.
Marciano back at the Iowa 10. Fielded on a fair catch at the 12-yard line of the Hawkeyes. So the Hawkeyes have 88 yards to go for a possible score. NC State 7, Iowa 3. We'll be back right after these messages.
We're not a company, but we recognize potential. We develop it.
And would hold off the rain, but not so. The umbrellas are there for good reason. First and 10. Hawkeyes between their own 12 and 13-yard line. Fumble picked up by Hartlieb. He'll lose about 4 or 5. And a flag down.
Hayden Fry does not want to see that young man, Chuck Hartlieb, running the football. As we said earlier, he's just coming off a knee injury. The snap looked fine, but just that he couldn't hang on to it. And Ray, you had mentioned it's starting to rain.
Yes.
And now Hartlieb wants to do nothing but get out of bounds. And right there, you'll see the penalty. That's Bobby Houston driving him into the ground. It's no penalty. I thought we saw a flag.
I thought I did too. Well, we didn't. It's merely a loss. Big loss from an Iowa point of view of 4. Closer to 5 perhaps. Second down 15 from the 8-yard line. Pass complete. Bass. Well, there is making something out of a near disaster from an Iowa point of view.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Ray. You'll see Hartlieb, he just ducked the tackle right there. Now he's finding Bass out in the flat. This is really makeshift. Bass now is going to make a first down out of what should have been a loss for the Wolfpack.
We have not as yet, with 4:46 left to play in the first quarter and NC State leading 7-3, we have not had a sustained offense by either team. And a couple of good reasons. Fumbles close to the particular team's goal line that had the ball. Saunders. That's another first down on a gain of about 11. Mike Saunders, Milton, Wisconsin. And he's only a freshman.
The key to this play is the block of the fullback, Bass. Watch number 23. He's going to kick out on the outside force man, number 34, Bobby Houston. Now look at the hole. Great hole open up for the Hawkeyes.
The Hawkeyes got a ball on a punt, a fair catch at their own 12-yard line, and a move now to back-to-back first downs at their own 36.5. Oh, my goodness, his big tight end Cook wide open. And that is another first down.
You can't ignore number 84, the Hawkeyes. Marv Cook, he is their leading receiver. Looked like a little mix-up in the secondary coverage of the Wolfpack. You know, I noticed after that throw, though, Chuck Hartley going back to the huddle was limping. That knee has to be bothering him.
He had, what, arthroscopic surgery after the season was over?
Right after the season.
Oh, boy. Travis Watkins, number 2, is now in as a wide receiver in place of Smith. He's wide to the near side. First and 10 play. Hartley was 4 of 5 already. Saunders, you could call it a spread formation or a shotgun formation, whatever you want to call it, but that's a little bit unusual to see on first down. But it worked. Pretty good yardage.
Hayden Fry is known for doing the unusual. You can bet that somewhere in this game there'll be some type of trick play.
Now, wide receiver Watkins comes out, and John Palmer, another tight end, number 85, comes in, and Hayden Fry engineering things from the sidelines with that really great record at Iowa. Saunders has carried 3 times for 20. It is second down and 5. There's Saunders again. Now there's the quickness as evidenced by Fernandez Vinson, number 2, the left cornerback of NC State, made an excellent play. The ball will be spotted just inside the 40, and here comes, well, every third down read is a key. If I say one time today that's a big play, I want you to say, Ray, knock it off. Dick Sheridan, head coach, NC State. And I tell you, fans, he is a hero amongst Wolfpack fans right now because he elected to stay at NC State despite what you understand was a direct offer from Georgia. No catch. Jim, would you care to comment on the passing style of Chuck Hartley? It's not exactly classic.
Well, Hartley does not come over the top. You'll see this play here. He's an effective passer, though. This ball right on target, but good defense once again by Vincent, jarring the ball loose. But Hartley throws sidearm, Ray. He'll throw it any way he can, really. He'll throw around defenders, whatever it takes. He's completed over 63% of his passes.
With 4th and 5, thanks to fine defense by the Wolfpack, Mark Adams is in punt formation at midfield, and Naz Worthen, the great wide receiver, is back for the Wolfpack. Oh, I'll tell you, Adams does another great job of pinpoint punting. The first time he had it out of bounds inside the 5. This time it'll be around the 10-yard line. Campbell's Chunky presents the NHS ACA. NC State leading 7-3, 2:23 to play first quarter. First and 10 from the Wolfpack 10. Anthony Barber, a freshman tailback, number 24, in for NC State, and Cripe, the fullback. The quarterback is Davenport. Barber, good gain on first down, and that's what every quarterback loves. Second and short.
No doubt about it, Ray. Anthony Barber played earlier in the year. He was injured. They say he may be their most talented running back. You'll see number 24 right there going off the field after the 1 carry.
He's from Garner, North Carolina. Gain of 7, second down 3, 17-yard line of NC State. Less than 2 minutes to play, first quarter. 7-3, the Wolfpack leading the Hawkeyes. Tyrone Jackson, another very talented freshman, is the tailback. This is Cripe. Close to a first down. Mike Burke made the defensive play. Senior defensive lineman from Davenport, Iowa. When NC State uses a true option type play with a quarterback coming down the line and having a tailback who's trailing back behind him, does the defense to a certain extent have to play man for man, a certain man assigned to the pitch man and so forth?
Oh, they certainly do. In the front 7 they do. You'll notice that the inside linebacker will be trailing the quarterback all the way. The linebacker to the side the quarterback rolls to, he will have him.
Eugene Peters, a new wide receiver to the right, number 26, and that was a first down carry for Cripe. Tyrone Jackson runs into a bunch of antagonistic Hawkeyes, but not until he picked up about 4 yards.
Jim Riley came on the blitz. The inside linebacker, number 95, came on the blitz, almost got his hand on the running back, but by him blitzing opens up a little hole.
Riley of Dubuque, Iowa, 123 tackles for the Hawkeyes this year.
His father is Mike Riley, a former Bear, a former Minnesota Viking.
I know Mike. All right, second down and a bit more than 5 for the Wolfpack from their own 24-yard line. Only seconds remaining in the first quarter. Looks like Davenport has changed his mind about what play he's going to run.
Picked the wrong one.
Well, I was just going to say, if he was guessing, he could have made another decision.
Well, I think Davenport saw the Hawkeyes dancing around on the line of scrimmage. He decided to audible, and the Hawkeyes jumped back into another defense, and they guessed right.
Well, I think we're going to have some designated quarterbacks here. Now on third down and about 5, Shane Montgomery, number 6, is now the quarterback in place of Davenport.
Montgomery the thrower, Davenport the runner.
0 for 4 in converting third downs, the NC Wolfpack. That's the end of the first quarter. 7-3, NC State leads. Dwayne Dow to you. There he is, number 6, 3rd and 6, NC State, their own 25-yard line. The only running back in position here is Sally. He's going deep. Peebles. Well, the designated quarterback did his job. Danny Peebles, Raleigh, North Carolina, 13-3 NC State.
Danny Peebles has sprinter speed. That touchdown pass good for 75 yards. Peebles just outran the cornerback, Greg Brown. Let's take a look. Montgomery going to Peebles all the way. Looking downfield. Now you'll see Peebles just outrun number 29, Greg Brown. The ball a little underthrown, but Peebles had Brown beat by 3 yards, and it's all the way for 6.
My goodness. That was their first pass completion, by the way, of the quarter. And the extra point by Damon Hartman is on target. And just like that, capitalized first on a fumble by Iowa inside the Iowa 5 on the opening kickoff. And now capitalized on the arm of Montgomery, the hands and speed of Peebles. And all of a sudden, it's 14-3. Right back.
Your home.
I should tell you that many folks who purchased tickets to attend the Peach Bowl today because of the inclement weather, and it's raining right now, decided not to come. Brian Carter kicks off, and Mike Saunders, 15-20. Fumble. NC State has it.
Once again, it's the turnovers. Coming into this football game, the Hawkeye offense had only turned the ball over 23 times. 13 fumbles. Let's take a look right now. That's 32 Saunders. Looks like a pretty decent hole. He just gets bumped by his own man, number 61.
Eddie Cashin recovered the ball. So
you'll see the bump right here. That's number 61, Dave Turner, setting back the block, bumps into Saunders. He didn't expect to be hit that moment, and ball jarred loose.
Montgomery. Nasworthen almost made an acrobatic catch, but cornerback Anthony Wright made a fine defensive play.
This ball thrown a little high. Worthen has to go up into the air. Gets his fingertips on it, but Anthony Wright there to make the hit to jar the ball loose.
Worthen came into the game having caught 55 passes and 7 touchdowns. Now wide to the right is Shad Santee. Turnovers have an awful lot to do with the score of this game. 14-3, NC State. And here goes Barn, good speed. Down around the 15-yard line. Todd Barn from Case, South Carolina.
You'll see the toss by Davenport. This is the first time that North Carolina State has gotten the outside. Look at a good block out in front on Anthony Wright, allowing Barn to pick up some extra yardage.
NC State charged up, leading 14-3. 1st and 10 just inside the 15 of the Hawkeyes. Second quarter just underway. Charles Davenport, the quarterback, gives it to Crite for a couple to about the 12.
That dive play to the fullback has not picked up many yards, but it's really designed just to set up the option. You're not going to pick up a lot of yardage because Iowa is just closing down the inside, but they're setting up the option for Davenport, the pitch to Barn or to Jackson.
Doesn't it make the defense almost subconsciously pinch in to try and stop that play?
They got it. That's why they run it, just to make it conscious of the inside game.
Second down, 7. Davenport still has it. Gets it down to the 10-yard line, where we will have not a big third down coming up, but call it a rather important 3rd and 5. We've played just a little over a minute here in the second quarter. The rain is coming down in increasing intensity here in Atlanta. There's Dick Sheridan, who has just done a remarkable coaching job at NC State. Harrell and Harrison now. They're going to go with 2 tight ends, but meanwhile we have a timeout called by NC State to score. The Wolfpack 14, the Hawkeyes 3. We'll be back after these words from your local station. It is a 3rd and 5. Quarterback Shane Montgomery has checked back in, number 6. He has huddled with Dick Sheridan and staff during the timeout. Now, he wanted to get it to Barn, his tailback. There are 2 flags down at the 1-yard line. 2 flags at the 1.
We're going to see if this is interference penalty. They're going to Todd Barn. He's guarded by Anthony Wright, number 10. Look at 10. Yeah, you saw his left arm on the shoulder of Todd Barn. And you see Barn right there signaling I was interfered with. Let's take another look at it. See if we can pick it up a little better. Now watch Wright's left arm on the shoulder of Todd Barn. Yeah, close call.
Hayden Fry looks on. Even as we do, it is 1st and goal, NC State. Now remember, when they recovered that opening fumbled kickoff inside the Iowa 5, it took them 4 downs to get in. Let's see what happens now. Davenport, the running quarterback, is now at that position. Well, it only took 1 down this time. Tyrone Jackson from Temple Hills, Maryland. A freshman, one of the host of young, talented members of the Wolfpack. It is 20-3 in favor of NC State.
Toss sweep to Tyrone Jackson. He's turning up. He sees a little bit of a hole. Head down in for the 6. Let's take another look. You'll see what Jackson sees right there. He sees a little bit of a crease. He's go for it. Head down. No one's going to stop him.
And Damon Hartman, another freshman, converts. It is now, I am sure I'm safe in saying, a surprising NC State 21, Iowa Hawkeyes 3 score. We'll be right back. 2 Iowa turnovers, 2 NC State touchdowns, and a 3rd on a 75-yard pass play. That's maximum efficiency. To the nearest, to the left there of the screen, Sean Smith, and over to his left is Mike Saunders. Smith gets it out to about the 25-yard line. That scoring drive went 27 yards, took 5 plays, and just that much time. And Tyrone Jackson was the young man who got it into the end zone. 13:20 to play, first half.
Story of this ball game so far, Ray, turnovers. 17 of the points scored came after turnovers.
The fullback is Nick Bell. Hartlieb on first down is 5 yards deep. The big tight end. Oh, he's a great receiver. Marv Cook all the way out to midfield before he's tackled by the free safety, Michael Brooks.
And great touch on that pass by Hartlieb. Cook was guarded short by Lee Knight, the linebacker, deep by Mike Brooks. Now watch the touch on the throw. He looks right now. He's going to Cook. And watch the touch. Over the hands of 38 Knight, into the hands of Marv Cook. Good reception, good throw.
1st and 10 Hawkeyes. Still back behind the center. Hartlieb. Intercepted. He threw a bit off balance that time. Michael Brooks picks off a pass intended again for Cook. But I don't think Hartlieb was really set that time when he released that football.
He wanted to throw on to his left side. He pulled it back, then went to Cook again. You'll see him now. He wants to go Cook. Now he throws it. Cook. He wanted to go to the outside. Overthrows Cook into the hands of Michael Brooks, 32. Good alert play by Brooks. Just a poorly thrown football by Chuck Hartley.
And with the rain picking up in intensity, that's the third Iowa turnover. And it's NC State at the Wolfpack 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Well, we'll do a little guessing here as to who the quarterback's going to be from time to time. This time it's Davenport again. Oh, that one was almost picked off by Torque Hook, who's playing free safety for Iowa, as Davenport, the running quarterback, throws off target.
Well, Davenport going now to his tight end, Bobby Harrell. Ball thrown a little high. You'll see it come off the fingertips of Bobby Harrell, 81. That's the ball that could be intercepted, but Torque Hook just couldn't react quick enough back to the ball.
Shad Santee, number 1, is wide to the right on 2nd down, 10, NC State. Crite. Only about a yard to the 29-yard line. I think you made the comment earlier, Jim, that I think is going to apply. It appears that NC State's going to have great difficulty running the football.
They have to date. I mean, their biggest gain is about 12 yards to Todd Varn. That's the only time they got to the outside on the pitch. You got to like this North Carolina State team. They have designated quarterbacks, you know. Running situation, Davenport. Passing situation, Montgomery.
New fullback, Sally. New center, Kent Jordan. This is a 3rd and 9. This is Montgomery now. This is Eugene Peters, who plays behind Danny Peebles, who already caught a 75-yard touchdown pass. But I tell you, that was well thrown there, but that cornerback was playing off the receiver.
No way the receiver should be that open. You'll see Peters, number 26, along the sideline, a defender not within 8 yards. Let's take a look at him. Just a fake to the outside. It's an out pattern, but no defender anywhere in the picture. Now you'll see 42 Torque Hook come into the play.
1st down, 48-yard line of Iowa. 21-3, NC State leads. 12 minutes to play, 1st half. That's the little man, Anthony Barber. And Jim Riley, who led these Hawkeyes in tackles throughout the season from his linebacker spot, made the tackle that time.
You know what North Carolina has done really an excellent job of is protecting their quarterback in the throwing situations. The Hawkeyes led the conference in sacks, the Big Ten Conference in sacks. They've had 30 of them throughout the course of the year. They haven't been close to Montgomery yet.
Gain of 2, 2nd down, 8. 46-yard line of the Hawkeyes. Well, even though the defender got over late, Brian Wise, the strong safety, the ball overthrown.
The ball overthrown, 3rd and long situation. You'll probably see now the designated quarterback.
It is now 3rd and long. Let's see what Montgomery comes up with now. Number 6. Alternating quarterbacks. Now he has his number 1 receiver, Worthen, out to the right. I don't think he's caught a pass yet.
Not yet.
But he's like a time bomb. You know sooner or later he's going to catch one. Crite. Well, no sooner do I say a couple moments ago they're having trouble running against the Hawkeyes, and Crite comes up with a big run. It was obvious, I guess, that Iowa expected nothing but a pass.
That's certainly true. They crossed him up that time. Shane Montgomery coming into the ball game, expected to throw the football. They have a little trap up the middle, and Mel Crite picks up good yardage enough for the 1st down.
Near the Iowa 30. NC State on the move with 10:55 to play in the 1st half. Danny Peebles, who caught a 75-yard scoring pass from Montgomery, is wide to the right. And his backup, Peters, is wide to the left. There goes another NC State touchdown. Tyrone Jackson. This is one of the most unexpected developments. Not that NC State is leading, but that NC State is leading 27-3 early in the 2nd quarter.
There was a great block put out there on the flank by their tight end, the Wolfpack tight end, Bobby Harrell. Let's take a look at it. You'll see it right there. Harrell kicking out on the safety. Brian Wise opening up the hole. And Tyrone Jackson has got excellent speed right there. He knows he has the touchdown.
30-yard scoring play. Bobby Juergens, the holder for Damon Hartman. And the Wolfpack handles that chore. And the scoreboard here at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium in the Peach Bowl reads NC State 28, Iowa 3. We'll be back after this from your local station.
Straight up on 89 is almost over.
23 seconds. Fairly short kick. Mike Saunders at the 14. Gets it out across the 30. Dwayne Dow.
All right, Ray, and we have with us an Iowa graduate, not too happy right now, but Jim Foster, the founder and president of the Arena Football League. The Detroit Drive are reigning champions off the first season. What does 1989 look like for Arena Football, Jim?
We have a major meeting on January 6th in Chicago that I've called to try to put the league together for next year, try to get things straightened away. So we'll be playing again. We were on ESPN last year.
And on Mizzlou TV Sports.
We're looking forward to being on Mizzlou again next year in 1989 with an expanded schedule of games.
Oh, that's great, Jim Foster. Look for Arena Football in 1989, the indoor game on Mizzlou TV Sports. Back to Ray.
Hartley to the air, and he finds Sean Smith open for a first down, a gain of about 12 out to the 44-yard line of the Hawkeyes. North Carolina State, Jim, has had the ball almost twice as long as have the Hawkeyes.
Well, they've dominated this game in every aspect of it. But I remember a Hawkeye team that was down 35-3 to Indiana, and they came back and almost won the football game.
No huddle offense. First down. Mike Saunders, nowhere to go. I beg your pardon, Nick Bell. That very quick NC State defense, and I have a hunch they get a split second quicker when the scoreboard reads as it does, 28-3 NC State over Iowa.
You're absolutely right. They've only given up an average of 103 yards a ball game rushing.
Second down 11 after a loss of 1 by the fullback, Nick Bell. Two wide receivers either side. He wanted to set up a screen, I think. He has a man out there, but he leads his man, Devin Harberts. It will be third down and 11 with the clock showing 9:42 left to play in a very rainy afternoon in Georgia.
Devin Harberts broke open late as he scrambled in the Wolfpack secondary. Hartlieb saw him but just overthrew him.
And so now it is third down and 11. Hartlieb has two wide receivers on either side. The only running back in position is Bell. Hartlieb, well, he gave it his all, but he only got about 6 of the 10 or 11 yards he needed. And as a result, Derek Debman, number 91, a junior lineman for NC State, made the defensive play with 9:18 to play in the first half.
Give credit to Ray Agnew, the outside tackle, who really put the pressure on Hartlieb, forced Hartlieb back up into the pocket, into the scramble, and you don't want to see Hartlieb running the football.
Mark Adams, who has twice punted and held the pinned NC State deep, is in to punt again. Well, it takes an NC State bounce this time, just short of the 30-yard line. Dwayne Dow, may we call on you again?
Hey, it's not getting any drier down here, gentlemen, but we'd like all of our fans around the nation to take some time, go to the telephone, and put in your fan vote on who you think should be the #1 major college football team after the Vols. Call now. There's a $1 charge per call. Vote for either Notre Dame or one of the other 3 teams you see listed there, West Virginia, Florida State, or Miami. Who do you think is #1? Ray Scott?
The man labeled as a running quarterback, Davenport, is in there now, number 7 for NC State. And there was a move on the right side of the offensive line, which will probably cost the Wolfpack 5 yards. They can look up at the scoreboard and be very comfortable at the moment. It says NC State 28, Iowa 3, 8:51 to play, first half.
Still first down.
You see that quite often as a quarterback turns back. Maybe they call an audible. One of the offensive linemen jump offside. I think it was either right guard or right tackle in that case.
1st and 15 now. Dan Hayden is now the fullback. This is Barber with great speed. The Hawkeye defense caught up with Anthony Barber, freshman running back out of Garner, North Carolina. It is now 2nd down.
Well, that play really is designed to go inside, but the Hawkeyes really clogged up the middle. Barber tries to take to the outside, picked up a few yards.
Santee is put out to the near side. Number 1. Whoop, he just disappeared from our screen. Was it a catch? No, says the official on the spot. Incomplete pass. 3rd down, 11. Coming up right here on the Mizzlou Television Network, one of the prestigious postseason all-star games. The North and the South meet in the Senior Bowl on Saturday, January 21st, 1 o'clock Eastern Time from Mobile, Alabama. It is now 3rd down and 12. 3 of 7 3rd downs have been converted by the NC Wolfpack. Now it's Montgomery, the designated passer. A screen pass. And that is a 1st down. NC State's play calling has been really outstanding.
They've really read the Hawkeye tendencies. You'll see that the Hawkeyes come on the blitz with the 2 inside linebackers. Davenport just throws it back to the outside. Screen action.
And Steve Sally does the rest.
Sally does the rest. 1st down for the Wolfpack.
Now we have less than 8 minutes to play in the 1st half. And the NC State Wolfpack has a 1st and 10 at their own 39. Out of the eye, here's Barber. He ran into that massive defensive front of the Hawkeyes, and the result is no gain. And onto the field comes one of their wide receivers, Santee. Fullback, Crite. Wide receiver, Worthen. Dick Sheridan has to be a very satisfied coach at the moment. Montgomery, 3 of 4, but for 112 yards. 75 on one play to Peebles for a TD. A quick screen, but Worthen, I think that's his 1st catch of the day. He did not get enough for a 1st down. He's out to the 46-yard line of NC State.
You'll see Worthen on the center of your screen. Now watch Peebles as we pick it up. Worthen 2 yards down the field, comes back for the ball. Now right there was a great block by Peebles on Brian Weiss to allow Worthen to pick up a few yards.
Here is a 3rd down and 4 at the NC State 46. Davenport, 1st down to Chris Williams, another young running back. He's only a sophomore from Cleveland, Ohio.
Once again, though, the Hawkeyes come with the blitz. Now, center field is open completely. You see the 2 inside linebackers, 66 and Riley, 95, on the blitz. They're picked up well. And here's Williams out of the backfield being guarded by another linebacker, Tyrone Berry. Berry, now look at how open the middle is. You got Berry against Williams. It's a mismatch. You love to get that situation where the running back is matched up one-on-one against the linebacker.
Ball at the Iowa 45. Fumble, and the Hawkeyes have this one. Now that fumble was forced by number 97, Joe Mott, a senior from Endicott, New York.
Joe Mott leads this Hawkeye team with tackles for loss. He set a Hawkeye record with 21 tackles for loss. The previous record holder was a pretty good football player by the name of Andre Tippett. Oh. Now watch the hit right there by number 97. Joe Mott, excellent football player, and recovered by the Hawkeyes.
Brian Wise fell on the ball. The officials are doing their very best to keep this football as dry as possible. 1st and 10 Hawkeyes, their own 47-yard line. Down he goes. Great coverage in the secondary of any possible receiver, and Hartley, veteran that he is, elected to eat the ball.
Good pressure put on. by all the Wolfpack, but that man individually, number 95, Scott Auer, he leads this Wolfpack team with 8 tackles for 8 sacks. Allowed only TDs in 3 games, as you had said it at the top of this broadcast.
Loss of 5, second down, 15. Hudson, senior running back, David Hudson, out of Waxahachie, Texas. He's actually carried the ball from the line of scrimmage more times than any of the runners in the game today.
Well, the Hawkeyes' best runner was Tony Stewart. He rushed for over 1,000 yards as a sophomore. But he had a knee injury, and he had surgery a couple weeks ago.
Herberts is out wide to the right on 3rd and 11. 5 minutes to play first half, 28-3, NC State leading. Pretty good protection. He is going for Herberts, and there's another interception. Michael Brooks, turnover number 4 for the Hawkeyes. Michael Brooks has his 2nd interception of this game.
Well, Hartley thought that Herberts had his quarterman beat, but you'll see number 32, the middle of your screen, playing the center field. Now he reads Hartley as he turns. Now he's playing the football all the way across the field, and Hartley has to throw a long pass because he's on the wide hash. And Brooks did a heck of a job of reading Hartley, picking off another interception. Now watch Hartley. He's looking now. Look how far he has to throw the ball. He's on one hatch. He throws all the way to the other sideline. And good read by 32, Michael Brooks.
Meanwhile, quarterback Charles Davenport decides that before he wants to snap on this 1st and 10 play at his own 25, that he would like to have a timeout with 4:46 to play in the half. Campbell's Chunky presents the NHS ACA High School Football All-America team. You'll get a chance to meet them during halftime of that 1989 Senior Bowl I mentioned a few moments ago, and you'll be able to watch it right here on Ms. Lou. Now, Jim Burkowski.
Carolina has really done the job. They don't give up many points, only 12.9 per game.
1st and 10, NC State, their own 25. Santee in motion. Barber. Woof. He saw a wall of white jerseys approaching, and he went into that almost a fetal position.
I don't know if that was a slip or saying, I'm just going to hit the ground. Why take a beating when I don't have to?
All right.
You've seen the quarterback slide like that.
One thing, Chris Williams has now replaced number 24, Anthony Barber, at tailback. 2nd down and almost 10. 4 minutes and a couple of seconds left in the first half. 28-3. Wolfpack leading over the Hawkeyes. A fake to Crite, a keep by Davenport, will set up a 3rd down and 7 at the 28-yard line of NC State.
One of those plays you'd think maybe they should have given it to Crite. He ran through that line.
He did.
Wide open. Of course, it's easy to do when you don't have the football. No one wants to touch you. There's something about it. They don't want to touch you if you don't have the football.
All right. You may have guessed, if you follow the Wolfpack, that the designated passer, Shane Montgomery, is in the game. But they've been crossing up the Hawkeyes in a 3rd and long situation. In this case, 3rd and 7. There goes the runner. And that is a 1st down and then some by Steve Sally. They did it again. 3rd and long. Went to the run. Little delay.
Great job of reading the tendencies. They know that Iowa comes with the blitz. They came with the draw. There's a broken tackle by Jim Riley. And great cross-up by the Wolfpack. We're going to ISO right on Riley. Now he gets hit by Harrell. He gets hit by the guard. And as he spins, he sees the ball carrier going by him, but he had 2 men on him, so you can't fault him.
This is a 1st down for Davenport now back at quarterback. Oh, that was almost picked off by Merton Hanks, who earlier made a couple of big plays, and that would have been 6.
Definitely would have been 6. You know, both sides have been doing a good job of shutting down the main pass receivers. Worthen coming into the season had 55 receptions. He's their key guy. He was an all-conference. On the other side, Marv Cook was all-conference. He's only caught, I believe, 2.
It is now 2nd down and 10. at the NC State 40. Fake to the full. Fumble. And the Hawkeyes have it at the 40-yard line of NC State. Joe Mott forced a fumble earlier. Now he recovers one.
Let's take a look at it right here. Regular eye option. Right in the fullback pitch to Barnes. Certainly in his hands. Barnes just took his eyes off the ball trying to scramble back. But there's Joe Mott, number 97, ready to pounce on it. Let's take another look. Now watch. The pitch is fine. Right into the hands. Well, we didn't pick it up on that angle, but the other angle we saw right into the hands. Barnes just took his eyes off the ball.
Now, the Hawkeyes capitalized on one fumble to the tune of their only score, a field goal. What can they do now with 2:59 to play in the half, trailing 28-3? Hartley right through the hands of Nick Bell, the fullback. We don't intend to make excuses, but we want to remind you again that it's been raining constantly for about the last 30 minutes.
Well, the ball has to be slippery, but in that case, there's not an excuse for it.
6 of 12, Hartley, 2 interceptions.
They have a picture of the rain right there, Ray. It's really coming down. This kind of game, though, I think you should love to play in the field soft. Just have a lot of fun out there.
2nd down 10. Credit the defender, Michael Brooks, who already has 2 interceptions, with making the big hit on Jim Falloon.
Michael Brooks says you're going to go over the middle, you're going to pay the price, and you'll see how John Falloon pays the price on this attempted reception. Boom, good hit by Michael Brooks, 32.
Now it is 3rd down and 10 for Iowa. 3 wide receivers. Good protection. And that is a 1st down catch for Devin Harberts, who caught 47 during the season.
Well, that wasn't your picture book throw. Watch how wobbly this pass is by Hartley. You'll see it bouncing around. Not a lot on it, but right on target.
Barry Anderson was the defender. That is an Iowa 1st down. He's caught a pass, has Harberts, in every game this season, and averaging almost 17 yards on each reception. Now Chuck Hartley wants to go and chat with Hayden Fry and staff, as the NC State team, having called the timeout, will go over to their sidelines. The whole team's going over to meet with Dick Genius. All right, here we go. Hawkeyes 1st and 10, 26-yard line of NC State. 2:36 to play, 1st half. 3 wide receivers. There's his big tight end inside the 10, Marv Cook. He's been Mr. Big Man today for the Hawkeyes.
You can guarantee that this play was called from the press box. They notice this tendency on the play action. They leave Cook alone for the first few steps. Hartley hits him right in stride. Big 1st down for Iowa.
And Michael Brooks might have saved a touchdown. He's been the big play man of this NC State secondary, certainly in today's game. 1st and goal, 8.5-yard line of NC State. Let's call that a full house backfield. No. Unable to hold on was Cook, because there was Michael Brooks to make the hit.
Guess who? Number 32, Michael Brooks. He's been all over the field. 2 interceptions so far in this ball game. The ball right on target. You'll see it. Again, play action. Hartley going to Marv Cook. The ball really right into his chest. But the hit by number 32, Michael Brooks, jars it loose.
Jim Cook has caught at least 2 passes in his last 22 games. He's already caught 4 today for 41 yards. It is 2nd and goal. Clock stopped with 2:08 to play in the half. Now, Michael Brooks made the hit, and Iowa fans thought there should have been a flag. Cook again was the intended target. It is 3rd and goal.
Pressure put on Hartley that time by the other safety, Jesse Campbell. Jesse Campbell was Rookie of the Year in the ACC this year. You'll see it from the left side of your screen. Campbell, 42, putting the pressure on Hartley. The ball thrown a little long, but certainly a catchable ball by Marv Cook.
7-17 for Hartley. He's faced with a 3rd and goal at the 8.5. touchdown. Devin Harberts. So the Hawkeyes capitalize on a turnover. And the score changes to 28-9. And I know that, Jim, that you've been in and have seen many a game where a score just before the end of the half can give tremendous impetus to that team that's behind, but is able to score at that stage.
It certainly will, Ray. You will see Hartlieb going to Harberts all the way. Now look at number 20, who really doesn't do a very good job playing defense. 20 really had the short area, but there was no one short of him, and he knows he's in the end zone. He's got to cover it deeper too.
Tom Paholski, the backup quarterback, will hold. George Murphy will try to convert, and he does. So now here in Atlanta, 28-10. NC Wolfpack leading the Hawkeyes, who have just scored. We'll be right back in Atlanta after these messages. The Hawkeyes kicking off with 1:58 left to play in the first half, and Chris Williams will be the deep man in the middle for the Wolfpack. This is Varn. Did his knee go down? Yes, it did. His knee touched the ground at the 14-yard line just as he was getting underway.
Chris Williams made the bump on Varn. Let's take another look at the touchdown. It's a corner pattern to Harberts. Hartlieb's going to him all the way. Now watch number 20. You see, just coming in your screen right there. He should have covered deeper.
So the Wolfpack, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line, trying, as both teams have been, to put a handle on this very slippery football in the rain in Atlanta. The quarterback is Montgomery. Short yardage for the tailback, Todd Vaughn. Gets about a yard.
You know, I don't see that Iowa defense fired up. You would think after the score, maybe they'd really come out, try to stop them right away and get into a situation, hold them back in their territory, get in a situation to try for some more points on the board before the half's over.
Maybe you can help me on this. Have the Hawkeyes taken any timeouts so far? They have all three. There's left.
Three's left. That's why I expect maybe a timeout.
Okay. 2nd down, 8 at the 16-yard line of NC State. Clock running. 1:20 left. First half. Here's Varn trying to get outside. Well, Hawkeye defense is definitely stiffing up.
You'll see number 95, the leading tackler on this Hawkeye team, inside linebacker, coming in on the blitz. See, they're trying to make something happen defensively. That's why the blitzes are coming. They want to stop him for no gain or maybe turn the ball over. He's an excellent inside linebacker.
Meanwhile, the Hawkeyes have taken a timeout, so they have 2 remaining. It will be a 3rd down and 7, between 6 and 7 for NC State. I guess now we could do a little guessing. Will they risk putting the ball in the air, the Wolfpack?
Well, I think probably what's happening now is North Carolina's talking over that situation right now. They're saying we got to expect the Hawkeyes to blitz on the play. Do we go for something, or do we just want to run out the clock or attempt to run out the clock? I have a hunch maybe Sheridan will put the ball in the air.
Well, we'll know within a few seconds. The Hawkeyes are getting into position. The Hawkeye fans who are here are getting ready. They are situated immediately beneath our Mizzlou booth. Well, quarterback Shane Montgomery has had a chance to talk with Dick Sheridan. 3rd down. Almost 7 for a 1st down. Santee goes right. Peters comes left. Varn is in a slot left. The only running back in position is Kreit. He does not get the 1st down. Now they've run that same little draw, or whatever you want to call it, delay, over and again on 3rd and long. This time it doesn't work.
Well, I was wrong, because the Hawkeyes did not blitz. And NC State did not put the ball up in the air. It's not the first time I've been wrong on my guesses. That's why I'm not coaching.
So now the punter is Preston Pogue. Will Iowa set up a return? Will Iowa go after the punter? He hasn't had a kick blocked this season. 67 times he has punted.
Well, I think as coaches, you look at those tendencies, so maybe they won't go for the block. They'll try to get the ball in decent field position.
And if you're wondering why the delay here, the Hawkeyes took another timeout. So they will have 1 minute and 4 seconds less whatever time it takes on this punt and the punt return. 28-10, NC State leading. Well, let's see who's going back to accept this punt.
That's Marciano.
Peter Marciano. Reserve, backup quarterback. Preston Pogue to punt. Good snap. Gets it away. Good kick. Marciano back at his 31. He wants to try and get out of bounds, if nothing else. Did he make it? We'll watch the official to see if they're going to wind up the clock. The clock shows 53 seconds left. The ball will be close to the Iowa 40. Not a bad position here for the Hawkeyes.
Not a bad position, but a great time to come up with their best punt of the afternoon. Pogue did in that case 49 yards.
Now Hartlieb has had great success going to his tight end, Marv Cook. He wears number 84. Let's see about the target now. Well, he has Sean Smith out to the left, among others. A little screen. This is Nick Bell. He has a first down. Now that will stop the clock. He's close to midfield.
But don't forget, in college football, the clock is stopped to move the chains after a first down.
44 seconds remaining. 1st and 10 at the 50. Chains are still moving. Now they're in position. That was intended in that left flat to Cook, but the footing is getting just more treacherous by the moment.
Well, I think Hartlieb rushed his throw a little bit too. He wanted to get it to Cook in that short area and have Cook make the best of it after the reception, but Hartlieb just underthrew it.
It is now 2nd down 10 with 38 seconds remaining. Harberts, who caught a touchdown pass from Hartlieb, is out wide to the right. Oh, they're coming with about everybody. And the result, one-on-one coverage in that secondary. Jim Falloon, another wide receiver, escaped the intended tackle of Barry Anderson for a moment. That moves the chains again and stops the clock with 32 seconds left, with the ball at the 36-yard line of NC State.
You saw Bobby Anderson try to strip the ball loose.
There's Cook at the 20, another first down. Cook did a marvelous job that time of finding the open space and kept moving when he saw his quarterback was in trouble.
Exactly right. You'll see Hartlieb getting nice protection, but now he's got to scramble. His hot pursuit was number 98, Zanaletta.
20 seconds left. 1st and 10 Hawkeyes, NC State 20. For the corner.
Oh, great defense by Jesse Campbell.
Touchback. Interception. If it's not the free safety, Brooks, who has 2, it's Campbell, the strong safety, who has yet another NC State interception. 5 turnovers by Iowa.
Jesse Campbell, the Rookie of the Year in the ACC, just outfights the receiver. That is the 6th interception for Jesse Campbell. Let's take a look. Great camera action right there. He just rips it away from Harberts.
I thought it might be a tie, in which case then the receiver gets it, but not to be. Campbell makes a great play with 11 seconds left. And down on one knee went Montgomery. 2 seconds, 1 second. We've reached the end of the first half, which holds promise of providing us with a great second half. The score, North Carolina State 28, Iowa Hawkeyes 10. Now we'll be back after these words from your local station. The middleman will be Chris Williams, one of the host of fine running backs of the Wolfpack. George Murphy kicks off, and we're underway in the second half of the Peach Bowl. Chris Williams at the 15, can't find the handle. Oh boy, he has good speed. I think he slipped just a bit before he was hit by the Hawkeye defender, Merton Hanks, who had some big plays on defense in the first half.
After this muff, Chris Williams picks up the ball looking for holes. Now watch it. He almost breaks this all the way. It took number 1 to trip him up. That was Scott Newman. That could have been 6.
Wolfpack from their own 34, 1st and 10. And nailed from behind is Charles Davenport. Jim, let's keep a close eye here and see if there's any basic change in this Iowa defense, particularly against this option.
Well, they really have done a good job in the first half. I'm speaking of the Hawkeyes, of defending the option. The yardage picked up by NC State has really not been on the option play in the air and the running of Tyrone Jackson.
Peebles left, Worth and right. 2nd down, 11. Big pressure applied by Mike Burke, one of the down linemen, senior.
Mike Burke gets a hurry on that play. He rushed Davenport's throw coming in from the outside.
Now Sally will check in at fullback, number 29, and Shane Montgomery, number 6, checks in. Now will they throw on 3rd and 11, or will they do what they did so successfully in the first half, go to a draw play on 3rd and long? 6 of 11 3rd down conversions by NC State. That's excellent. Fake. There goes a flag is down near the line of scrimmage, but Jim Riley led the defensive charge, and down went Montgomery. But remember, a flag down at the 31-yard line.
You're going to see Jim Riley, the inside linebacker, number 95, coming in on the blitz. No chance for Shane Montgomery.
Illegal motion against NC State. So Iowa certainly appears to be a fired-up defensive unit right now.
There's Riley, raising in hand. I was the guy. I'm the guy that made that sack.
Now Peter Marciano back to accept the expected punt from Preston Pogue. There was a loss of about 11 yards in that last play. There's Marciano. Opening minute of the second half, 28-10. NC State leading, but punting the ball. Oh, low snap. Good job. Marciano elects not to handle a football that might well have been slippery. At the 33-yard line, Iowa will have the ball, its own 33, as the second half is just underway, and we'll be right back.
We're going to see how Pogue handled that short hop like a shortstop. And he gets the ball off without any problems.
Good camera work, guys. All right, here we go. Hawkeyes, their own 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Operating out of the shotgun formation. Hartley setting up a short pass to the 40. Could he go all the way? 21 has an angle on him. And that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle by Joe Johnson.
That certainly was a touchdown-saving tackle by Johnson. Just a short pass to Bass over the middle. You'll see the linebackers really dropping deep. Hartley looking downfield, now going back to Bass underneath. And look at the run. Nice juke right there by Bass. And now along the sideline is going to take Joe Johnson coming in from his offside cornerback spot to make the tackle.
1st and 10 Iowa, 25-yard line of NC State after a 43-yard pass and run. This is Bass, limited to about 2 yards to the 23-yard line. So NC State has been very, very efficient in stopping the Iowa running attack so far.
When you pick up good yardage off of a short pass, you know you have to have good blocking downfield. You'll see one here coming up right there. Woo! On Vincent. That, I think, was Harberts making the block on Vincent.
2nd down, 8, Iowa, 23-yard line of NC State. in the end zone. Touchdown. Herberts. It was a question, strictly a question of whether Vincent could get there in time, and he could not. Now, there was really great patience shown by Hartley.
Well, that reception for the touchdown should belong to the offensive line of the Hawkeyes. Hartley could have written a book back there. Look at the time he has. Great pocket still, and that was after 5 seconds. Now, you can't expect a defender to guard a receiver all over the field when a quarterback has that much time. Although as Herberts got the 6 points, credit to that to the offensive line.
Paholski holds, Murphy kicks, and another point on the board. The Hawkeyes have narrowed the gap. It is NC State 28, Iowa 17, and we're hardly underway in the second half. We have 12:54 to play in the third quarter. Well, now it gets more interesting as the moments go by, and we'll be back to Atlanta for the Peach Bowl right after these messages from your local station. Well, at halftime today, we saw the masked bands of high schools from almost literally all across America. And they're joining in the exhilaration of the moment. Hartlieb is now 14 of 25, and he's up to 238 yards, Jim. Chris Williams had an excellent return on the second half kickoff. Let's see what he can do now. Murphy kicks. Williams at the 6. 20. He'll be right around the 30-yard line. I always like to do a little mind game, a little guessing with the coach. Now, will Dick Sheridan try to get that running attack back in? After all, he gained over 120 yards on the ground in the first half.
I don't think Rays can make any changes. He had a good first half offensively. Why change anything?
1st and 10, Wolfpack. Davenport at quarterback. Out of the I formation, Crite is the fullback. Tyrone Jackson. Whoa, did he take a hit? He took a hit from Brian Wise, I think it was, the strong safety, or was, yeah.
We're going to pick it up on the pitch to Jackson. I think that's Anthony Wright coming in from the cornerback spot, making that hit. You see, you don't expect that, Ray. You expect there's a blocker out on the cornerback. You're looking for the safety. Jackson never saw him, and he paid the price.
Gain, 1.5 yards. Call it 2nd down 9. Worthen is out to the near side. He's their leading receiver, but pretty well in check in the first half. 2nd and 9. This is Barn, a tailback. I don't think there's any doubt now. The Iowa defensive unit is very definitely fired up. Mike Burke was in on that play.
The momentum may be switching.
3rd down, 7 at the 33-yard line of NC State.
But there's one way to take the momentum back. Pick up the 1st down.
Oh, yes. Worthen comes out to the left. Varn is off to the right. Here comes some pressure. And he gets the 1st down. Shane Montgomery, generally listed as the designated passer, comes up with a very, very important 3rd down run for a 1st down. And one of the Hawkeyes is very slowly getting up.
It was just an excellent decision by Shane Montgomery. He saw an opening in the protection. Couldn't find anybody downfield. Tucked the ball under his arm. Picked up the 1st down.
And Jim Riley is the player shaken up. Leading tackler of the Hawkeyes. But he said he wanted to stay in, and he does. 1st and 10, NC State. Their own 42. Tyrone Jackson got 3 of the very toughest yards you could imagine. Dwayne Dow.
All right, Ray Scott. Well, the rain continues to fall here, but this game is heating up. And hey, you fans around the United States, I'm the question man. My question is, who do you think is the best college football team? Who should be ranked #1 after the bowls? Call one of these 4 numbers. West Virginia's got the lead right now with Notre Dame 2nd. Let's hear from you, Florida State and Miami fans. We wanted the fans to tell us who's #1. Okay, Ray.
2nd down 7, Wolfpack, their own 45. Tyrone Jackson gets the call. Crite in front of him. Gets a couple. Shy of the 50. It's going to bring up yet another third down.
I want to know how Dwayne Dow's doing it. He's down there in the rain and his hair isn't even wet.
I would say I would like to know the answer,
But we don't have to worry.
except that I'm not too concerned. Jackson, 9 carries, 48 yards. Temple Hills, Maryland was listed as his hometown. A freshman. Now both Peebles and Worthen are wide to the left on 3rd down and 4. Barn in motion. And he has a first down. Cornerback Hanks was giving him quite a bit of room over there.
Well, also, too, he slipped trying to come back to Barn. He read the play, but as he tried to react back to Barn, he slipped. And Barn picks up the first down. And it looks like the Wolfpack is taking over again.
Well, certainly NC State is doing one of the things that they would like to do with an 11-point lead here early in the 3rd quarter, and that is keep the ball, keep that Hartlieb-led offense off the field. 1st and 10, NC State. He got the pitch to Jackson. Fumble. And NC State still has the ball. Brad Quast had something to do with the ball being shaken loose. Worthen recovered.
Let's take a look at it. This is what the Wolfpack wants to do on the option play. They want to get it outside to this young man, Tyrone Jackson. Let's see right now. When does the fumble occur? I thought I heard a whistle. Let's take a look at Worthen. What does he do on the play? Does he make the block? Well, kind of danced around. Oh, he's trying to get out of the way. That's what it looks like. Whoa, I don't want to get in there.
Oh,
but then, very alertly, falls on the fumble.
And it is short by about a foot. Clock shows 9:52 left to play, 3rd quarter. 28-17. Wolfpack with the ball and the lead. 2nd down, less than a yard. Now let's guess with Davenport. 2nd and about a foot. Fake to Kripe, flag down. There was a great bit of running by Davenport, but remember, a flag down at the line of scrimmage.
Davenport showed his quickness on that last play. You know, in stature, doesn't he remind you a little bit of Cunningham from the Philadelphia Eagles?
Yes.
99, white offside defense.
Offside. Now the gain was about 5 yards, 6 actually.
And watch Davenport. He pulls it down. He fakes Burke up in the air. He's an athlete, no doubt about it. And he doesn't even go to the sidelines. He'll take the hit. He stayed in bounds. A lot of quarterbacks will run it out of bounds.
Now Joe Mott, one of the key defenders, was out for a couple of plays, replaced by Moses Santos, but now Mott is back in. Number 97, defensive left end. 1st and 10 Wolfpack. That's 3 first downs since they got possession of the football. 30-yard line of NC State. There goes Jackson.
Look out. Look out.
Just inside the 10-yard line, and Tyrone Jackson is rapidly reaching the status of a star of this game.
Watch the move inside coming up. Nice cut there on slippery field, breaks the tackle. Look at that move right there on a slippery field. Now you're going to see what the defenders see. Oh, Mark Hook sees that Jackson has the football. Look at that move right there, Ray.
Great. .73 yards for Jackson, and it is first down and at the 10-yard line. The nose of the ball inside the 10. Now that time Davenport followed his fullback Kripe into the line. To the 6-yard line. Gain of 4, 2nd down. But more importantly, time going off the clock. Less than 9 minutes to play, 3rd quarter. Wolfpack led at the half, 28-10. Now lead Iowa 28-17.
Davenport may have been told that from the coaching box, saying, look, it looks like a hole if you trail your fullback right through the line.
Jackson, 11 carries, to gain those 73 yards. Fake. Pitch. Fumble. Iowa has the football. 4 turnovers now for NC State versus 5 by Iowa. It's going to be who has the slippery ball last, maybe.
When they talk about this game, the story is turnovers. As you said, Ray, 4 by the Wolfpack, 5 by the Hawkeyes. Let's take a look. They want to go to the tailback again, Jackson. Good job by Davenport faking into the line, pitching out. Now, you see, Jackson just never really got the handle on it. There are the Hawkeyes to pounce on it.
So Iowa football just short of the Iowa 10-yard line. We have not yet reached the midway point of the third quarter. Now, when Iowa scored its touchdown here in the third quarter, it was on the passing arm of Hartlieb. Harberts is out wide to the right. Cook is split a little bit to the left, his main target today. Mike Saunders meets an aroused Wolfpack defense around the line of scrimmage. It would appear that Hartlieb will just have to go to the air.
That's what you call the swarming defense. All red jerseys around the ball. If you would have counted them, I'd say 7 of the 11 red jerseys on the field were right around the football.
Now Sean Smith, a speedy wide receiver from Inglewood, California, number 22, has gone in to replace the second tight end, John Palmer. And out wide to the right comes Smith. Second down and 10, Iowa at the Iowa 10. He has his man out there. Oh, that was Fernandez Vinson, who defended extremely well. These numbers are gradually disappearing, but we now know that it was Devin Harberts, the intended receiver, but Vinson played it very well, and now it's 3rd and 10 Iowa.
Harberts was open early on a corner route. Hartlieb just didn't get the ball to him in time.
Travis Watkins, one of the few Hawkeyes who played much at all in this game that has a relatively clean jersey. 3rd and 10. 4 wide receivers, including the tight end. From the shotgun. Now, way overthrown.
And if it was underthrown,
yeah,
Vinson was there to pick it off.
So that brings up a 4th down. So it's punt formation time as the Hawkeyes are unable to gain any yardage. And it's time for the NC State fans here in Atlanta to roar their approval for those defensive efforts. Midway third quarter, 7:33 left in the period. Punt formation time for Mark Adams. And Worthen is the return man. He's standing in Iowa territory. Oh, good kick. At the 40-yard line of NC State. Oh, he didn't get many yards, but I'll tell you something. He made some great moves to get about 4 or 5 yards.
He certainly did. He got the fans excited.
Well, we'll catch our breath here for a moment. Scoreboard reads 28-17. Wolfpack leading the Hawkeyes. We'll be back.
I'm Dr. Michael.
Go, NC State, 49-yard line of Iowa. 7:19 to play, third quarter. Davenport, the quarterback. Williams, the tailback. Crite, the fullback. To the air.
Oh, great catch.
Whoa. A great route run by Eugene Peters and a marvelous pass by Charles Davenport.
All right, now I'm joined by Jane Burton from the Peach Bowl Committee and Miss Georgia and the queen of the Peach Bowl. This is Michelle Nemeth. I know you're hoping it's going to be a little drier in Mobile, Alabama in February. What goes on in February in Mobile, Michelle?
In February, we'll be participating in the Miss USA pageant, and it's going to be held from the 4th to the 28th. It'll be televised live on the 28th of February.
And you'll be reigning as Peach Bowl queen for the next year. Back to Ray.
Williams goes for what might be a touchdown, but there is a flag down. There is a flag down at the line of scrimmage, and the reaction of the NC State players would indicate, Jim, that it's against the Wolfpack.
They may call the Wolfpack for clipping. Anthony Wright, the cornerback.
Trying to run. Offense.
No, no.
A clipping penalty will negate a beautiful run by Chris Williams, a Cleveland, Ohio sophomore running back.
We'll see what the call is, Ray.
He's clipping against the offense,
It is
what he
for sure.
announced. So the scoreboard remains as is, 28-17, NC State.
Flip. During the run. Still first down.
Anthony Wright, the cornerback, came up the force. He got hit from behind by the wide receiver. That was either Peoples or Wortham.
The ball comes back to the 45-yard line.
Well, the Hawkeyes may have dodged a bullet once again.
It is now 1st and 25. Time left, 6:56, third quarter. Wortham is out to the right. Peebles is out to the right. Peebles already caught a 75-yard touchdown pass. Davenport, fake pitch. Flag. Now, Brian Wise, I think, is going to be called for interference, but quite frankly, it would surprise me under the explanation of not being catchable.
I'd like to see that one again. You could see that Hayden Fry certainly doesn't like the call.
The officials are huddling at the 40-yard line. Meanwhile, Dick Sheridan looking on from across the field.
I think they're going to call it off.
Yes. A non-catchable football. That, of course, does not sit well.
Contact. It was an uncatchable forward pass. So if we do not have pass interference, no penalty.
Need I tell you, we have a partisan crowd here?
I think that was a fair call, though. I mean, that it certainly was not a catchable ball. And I really didn't think the Wise made much of a contact.
2nd down and 25. In comes a change in quarterbacks. Davenport gives way to Montgomery. Davenport 3 of 11 for 33 yards. It was Montgomery who threw the 75-yard scoring pass to his speedy wide receiver, Danny Peebles. Let's see what happens here. 2nd and 25. This is Kreit. Got away from one tackler.
Oh, the flag's down again.
Yeah. Joe Mott almost had him.
Mott certainly had a shot at him, but the fleet-footed running back avoided that tackle. But I think there's going to be a flag called against. My guess right now is Iowa, maybe a face mask or something, but we'll have to wait and see.
That was a 2nd and 25 play. Only had a 7-3 NC State lead end of a quarter. 21-7 at the 21-10 at one time. Here's the explanation.
Illegal use of the hands. Offense.
Well, I picked that one wrong.
It was 7-3 first quarter Wolfpack. 28-10 NC State halftime. 28-17 it is right now with 6:40 to play in the third quarter. Now the Iowa defenders, by way of their captain, will decide whether they want to accept the penalty.
Well, the Hawkeyes are hearing all their options. Brad Quas going to the sideline say, well, coach, tell me, what do you want me to do? You want to take the down or the penalty?
They're not going to risk shouting from long distance. Hayden Fry wants to hear firsthand what the options are. They're going to turn it down if I read Brad Quast's hand signals.
Penalties refused. 3rd down.
It is now 3rd and 25 for the Wolfpack.
Well, those mistakes by NC State have really hurt them on this drive. They had a touchdown called back because of a clipping penalty. Now a pretty good gain called. Well, they'll get the gain, but it's going to be 3rd down.
3rd and 21. The play gained 4. Out of bounds. Peebles, the receiver, but out of bounds. So 4th down. Punt formation time for Preston Hogue.
Even if it was a completion, it would have been well short of the first down, but maybe in field goal range.
Peter Marciano drops back to accept the punt from Pogue. Most of the fans who were down, or many of the fans who were down in the lower exposed regions here, have moved into the upper deck to be protected from the rain. Very, very high. Fair catch, 15-yard line. Now Marciano signaled for the fair catch, but in front of him was John Falloon, who actually caught the 26-yard punt. Well, let's do a little again catching of our breath, and we'll be back to Atlanta right after this. His last possession resulted from the recovery of a fumble, but were unable to gain after 3 plays and had to punt the ball away. Now they'll be starting at their about the 16-yard line, whereas before they started at their 10. There are the folks who left the area receiving the rain here at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, and they decided, let's get upstairs.
I think those that stay in the lower part of the stadium may be needing some of that Alka-Seltzer Plus.
Okay, Sean Smith is out wide to the right. Out of the shotgun. Watkins also wide right. Wide open is Watkins. First down across the 40. Hartlieb is beginning to pile up some very impressive passing statistics because the running game has done practically nothing today.
Absolutely nothing. That time they just flooded the zone of North Carolina State. They had Cook short, Watkins in the middle, and Harberts deep.
Harberts is out to the left this time, along with Smith, and Watkins to the right. First and 10. Bass is in there for blocking purposes. Goes into a short pattern now. That's Bass with the ball. Struggles out for about 6 or 7 yards in the grasp of Billy Ray Haynes, one of the linebackers for the Wolfpack.
Another half a second longer by Hartlieb holding the football, and Scott Auer would have had another sack.
Second down, 4. Too low for Sean Smith. That would have been a first down.
You notice how Hartlieb really sidearmed that football?
Hartlieb is now 16 of 29 for 271 yards.
Well, we show 16 for 30 on the graphic.
Third down and 4. That stopped the clock. The incomplete pass with 5:34 remaining third quarter. 28-17 NC State. Hartlieb trying to get instructions to his wide receivers.
Great play.
Incomplete pass thanks to excellent defensive play.
Oh, absolutely an outstanding play by Michael Brooks, number 32. Now watch this, Brooks. The intended receiver is Marv Cook. Now Brooks will come in on the play, knock the ball down without coming over the back of Cook. Excellent play by Michael Brooks.
Now it's Mark Adams. His first 2 punts today pinned NC State deep. Worthen is back to accept his punt if he gets a chance to field it. For the left corner. Worthen at the 13. To the 19.
You could really see the respect, though, that the Hawkeyes had for Worthen. They were really balanced, ready to move any way that Worthen did.
Coming up, the annual Senior Bowl, January 21st from Mobile, Alabama, right here on Ms. Lou. NC State is ready to go with the quarterback being Shane Montgomery, number 6. Fumble. We have no idea how much of a problem it is for these people to try and handle the football, because the ball between the hash marks is on what appears to be just almost plain mud right now. Second down 10. Pressure. Intercepted. Torque hook. Montgomery under pressure. Threw off his back foot. Hook was there. Pressure from Jeff. That was Ron Gator. Ron Gator putting the pressure on.
And also Jim Riley. Yeah, that's right. You got to credit that interception to the pressure. Shane Montgomery had no chance. Probably should have just eaten the football. You see it right there. Pressure being put on. Torque hook reads the pass, cuts in front, makes the interception.
Mike Saunders is going to be the tailback. Now, they've been going with just a fullback running back. Now, it's Saunders, 32, and Bell, 43. Now, it's the Wolfpack defense that appears to be really fired up. Dwayne Dow, to you.
Well, Ray and Jim, at halftime, Hayden Fry, who can be a man of few words, just looked at his team and said, men, 30 more minutes. Dedicate him to the one you love. Let's go. Those few words apparently had some meaning. Iowa coming back. Ray and Jim.
Okay, with the hearts a-fluttering somewhere. It is 2nd down and 10 at the 39-yard line of the Wolfpack. 4:12 to go, third quarter. Hartley. Flag down. This is Bell. Now, the flag is all important.
I would guess it's coming back. The flag is thrown in your own backfield. In the offensive backfield, 9 times out of 10, it's a holding penalty.
Now,
Not holding.
yeah.
Offense.
Notice Chuck Hartley, when he came over to do what he's doing now, talk to the coaches, he was limping very heavily. Remember, he is just off arthroscopic knee surgery since the end of the season. So each team now has had big gains called back on penalties.
Maybe that's why Hartley has had all that time. A little holding going on.
Must be a little joy on Rush Street in your hometown tonight.
They'll be happy in my
Still second
hometown.
down.
Penalty moves the ball back to the 49-yard line. Hartley this season, I think we pointed this out earlier, had completed 63% of his passes. Today, 52% on 16 of 31. Now the down remains the same. It is 2nd and 20.
He is not throwing the football with the velocity that I've seen in the past. You can see him trying to guide it, just steer that ball.
Two wide receivers to the left. Bell, the only running back in position. He just throws it away rather than take a sack from John Adlita, playing the nose guard spot. So now it comes up 3rd and 20.
Good decision by Hartley. Just throw the ball away. I think he wanted to go across field to Travis Watkins, but he was very well guarded by Vincent. No chance for a reception there. Hartley saw it, pulled the ball down, looked up to the other side of the field and just threw it away.
Now Barry Anderson checks into the secondary. He'll be an additional defensive back on 3rd and 20 for the Hawkeyes. Well, they lost a yard on the spotting of the ball from the 49 to the 50. Three-man rush. Now, the one receiver, Smith, did not see the other possible receiver, Bell. Result, 4th down. I see no flags, and Bell is down. Nick Bell, Las Vegas, Nevada, sophomore, fullback, is receiving attention.
Well, frankly, I think the Hawkeyes should consider themselves lucky that it didn't end up in an interception. Very dangerous throw, throwing cross field as Hartley did on that case. Let's take a look. Now you see he's running left, trying to throw back to the right. Feet aren't planted at all. Ball up in the air. You'll see Haynes coming right in there, try to either pick it off or make the tackle, and boy, that was a crunch. Ooh, helmet right into the gut of Nick Bell. But Bell jumped up the ground onto his feet. He's all right. That was a heck of a collision.
Mark Adams once again called upon for his specialty. I think, I can't see his number. That looks like, there he turned now. Worthen is back again. Aiming for the left corner. Got off the side of his foot. he has a quick, accelerated burst of speed. He gets about a 10-yard return out of it to the 20-yard line. So the Wolfpack, collectively, our teams today have turned the ball over 9 times. 5 by Iowa, 4 by the Wolfpack, who send their offensive unit onto the field. And their quarterback will be Shane Montgomery. Newark, Ohio, he calls home. He is a junior. He will have Eugene Peters, number 26, as one wide receiver. He will have Danny Peebles, who caught a 75-yard scoring pass to Montgomery early in the game. Running play, Barn, a grudging couple.
Very well described, Ray. Grudging couple.
Yeah.
You could hear the pops all the way up here.
And I'll tell you, this game is taking its toll physically because players are consistently getting up ever so slowly. Jim Riley that time.
Take a look at Riley, middle linebacker, reacting back to the ball carrier. He made the hit on Barn, but Barn wouldn't go down with just that one.
Barn, 7 for 20. Now the fake was to Crite by Davenport, who replaced Montgomery just before that play. And now it's going to be 3rd and 10.
You see, Mott is really the outside man. He's a linebacker on the outside. His man is the quarterback. He didn't care if they hand off to Crite or not. He was going at the quarterback.
So now 3rd down 10.
The way he wrestled him down, I wonder if he'd done any rodeo work.
Robert Brown replaces Adele at right tackle for the Pack, number 78. This is a 3rd down and 10 with 2:24 left to play, 3rd quarter, and NC State leading Iowa 28-17. Pressure. What a great pass and a great catch by Peebles. That was perfect execution and an example of what you have to do on 3rd and long.
And the timing was excellent. They threw in front of the safety, Tor Cook. The ball was there before he could react back to the receiver, Danny Peebles.
Now Shad Santee, number 1, checks in his wide right. 1st and 10 play for the Wolfpack. Long count here by Davenport. Brought down after a short gain is Todd Barn, a Case, South Carolina junior.
You gotta love the grass. Now, this is the way football ought to be. You see that dirty uniforms on a wet day? That's what I always hated about AstroTurf. You can always come off clean.
Did you really enjoy playing in the mud?
Oh, yeah, I like grass. Always like grass.
I didn't say grass, I said mud.
Well, you know, makes you a little slower, but it also made them a little slower, too.
2nd down and a little more than 7 for a 1st down. Final 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Davenport might have made a change right there. Oh, my goodness sakes. Ron Gator met Chris Williams at the pass.
If Davenport is audibling on those plays, and I was the running back, I'd tell him to forget it. Every time he's audible, it's never gone very far. Here he's going back to the pitch to the tailback, Chris Williams, and Gator just beats the block right there in there to make the hit.
Okay, loss of 2, 3rd down and almost 10. 45 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and the clock is running. Nasworthen, and the ball got there in time for a 1st down by 1 yard.
I'll tell you, Montgomery did a heck of a job of getting the ball off. Well, let's take a look at the moves of Worthen on that sloppy field. Look at him cut to the outside. Nice cut on that bad field. Brian Wise, number 15, can't react quick enough.
It's another Wolfpack 1st down. Clock running less than 30 seconds in the 3rd period.
You just have to respect the speed and the quickness of those 2 wide receivers of the Wolfpack.
By Charles Davenport, and barring a timeout or a penalty flag, and there is neither. This was the last play of the 3rd quarter. The score: Wolfpack 28, Hawkeyes 17.
Scott.
17.
Scott.
Okay, Dwayne. 15 minutes of playing time remaining. Second down, 7. Wolfpack, their own 49-yard line. Chris Williams gets a couple, and there was a fumble, and Iowa has it. So now it's 5 turnovers each team.
Everything even in that department, but not on the scoreboard. You see the pitch right there to Chris Green. Now, boy, I'll tell you what, I don't know.
The ball just plain disappeared somewhere.
Disappeared, but I couldn't see. It looked like his knee was down.
The officials say first down Iowa, 48-yard line of NC State. On the first play of the 4th quarter, the Wolfpack turns it over. Now let's see who Hartlieb sends out wide. He's going to have David Hudson in the game, number 20, veteran running back, a senior. This is Hudson looking for a little daylight. Nothing there at all. Thanks. Let's see, who was that made that initial hit? I thought it was Ray Frost. Yes, the sophomore linebacker from Greenville, South Carolina. No gain.
See how slow developing that play was. With the swarming defense that North Carolina State has, they reacted back to it. Stopped them for no gain.
Falloon and Smith to the right. Harberts to the left on second down, 9. This is Hudson. Gets 1 block. He is within about 2 yards of a first down at the Wolfpack 40. I think that's where they'll spot the ball.
Frankly, it looked like it should have picked up more yardage. The screen was well set up. Hudson had 2 blockers out in front of him. One of them did not turn back to the inside.
3rd and 2. Hawkeyes down by 11. Hudson stays in as the only running back. He has it, and more to the 35-yard line. Well, the Hawkeyes pick up a first down.
Maybe the best running play that the Hawkeyes have had in the second half, in the third and short situation.
A change defensively. Number 91 has checked into the defense. That's Derek Dedman. He was a starter, was out for a little while. Now he's back in. Hudson went up to hear what his quarterback Hartlieb had to say. There's Michael Brooks again. His 3rd interception. 6 Iowa turnovers.
Just a great job by Michael Brooks once again reading the quarterback. They had the receiver covered short and long. Let's take a look. You'll see underneath number 47, Corey Edmond, covering him long, going down the field. Now watch Brooks just read this play. Step right in front of the receiver. Sean Smith pick it off again. The 3rd interception of this afternoon by Michael Brooks. Coming into this game, he had 2 on the season. And a big, big afternoon for number 32, Michael Brooks.
24-yard line of NC State. The Wolfpack has the ball. 13-10 left, and the Wolfpack leads by 11. The tailback, Chris Williams. No gain. And that tackle was made, I think, Jeff, I hope I pronounce his name, Koppel.
Jeff Keppel.
Okay. Second down 10 after Keppel's good play. To the air, Davenport. Pass complete. Close to first down, 35-yard line. Nasworthen, who was quiet in the first half as far as a receiver, but not here in the second.
Oh, he's always dangerous. You see him here on this out pattern. Now he does a good job of driving off the defender. Now look at a quick cut back to the outside. Just too much for the cornerback, Anthony Wright. You may have lost the first down going back to the football, but you wouldn't care. You always want the receiver to come back to the ball. That will prevent interceptions.
It's a great story, the Nasworthen story. Senior, Jacksonville, Florida, one of the captains this year. Had to sit out all of last year on the orders of Coach Dick Sheridan. He came back, the coach said, with a tremendous attitude, has worked hard all of the year that he couldn't play. And he has certainly become one of the stars of this NC State offensive team.
Many people think he could be a #1 draft choice in the pros.
He came into the game having caught 55 passes, but for 856 yards and 7 touchdowns. 1st and 10 at the Wolfpack 35. This is Barn. An extra lunge, allowing to pick up about 3 yards.
Great audio that time. You could hear the pop of the pads once again.
Worthen set out 1 play. Santee and Peters both leave. Peebles and Worthen wide right on 2nd down 7. Barn in motion. And an interception by Iowa by Torque Hook. My goodness, 11 turnovers in this game. 11:47 left to play. What more can we have in the way of turns of fortune?
Once again, a short and long situation. You got Wise short, Hook long, cuts in front, picks it off.
We'll be back to Atlanta's Fulton County Stadium right after these brief messages. Outcome of this game, Jim Grabowski. I think Dick Sheridan's had one question answered that he posed in our company yesterday. Can our team play a big physical Big Ten team?
Well, there's no doubt about it, Ray. They've done quite a job on this Hawkeye offense that is really pretty potent. They throw the ball very, very well. But you got a young man by the name of Michael Brooks. Every time the Hawkeyes threaten, he picks it off.
1st and 10 Iowa at their own 37. 11:47 left to play. Screen well set up. This is Mike Saunders. Out of bounds around midfield. It'll be enough for an Iowa 1st down.
It's a well set up screen. But the play of Billy Ray Haynes coming from the inside linebacker spot, he's really not in the play, but he forces Sanders back to the outside. You'll see Haynes trailing 50 now, right there, 50. He forced Sanders to the outside.
1st down just across the 50. 1st and 10 Iowa. Down by 11. Double team was tight end Marv Cook, who was a big man in the 1st half, and a flag down behind the line. Now usually that indicates a holding penalty.
Yeah, and by the clapping of the interior lineman of North Carolina State, it is a holding penalty going against the Hawkeyes. But you know, Marv Cook did break open. That was a poorly thrown ball by Chuck Hartley.
I'd have to believe he's just having plain problems as a result of that arthroscopic surgery. It probably can't.
Offense, holding, still 1st down.
1st and 20 back at the Iowa 40.
Earlier I saw Tom Paholski, the backup quarterback of the Hawkeyes, warming up. I thought maybe they'd put him in. But they're going to stick with their main man, the man that carried them into the Peach Bowl, Chuck Hartley.
Smith comes left. 4 down linemen. His short man is his fullback Bass, and the result, no gain. Richard Bass brought down by Billy Ray Haynes. It's going to be 2nd down and 20. Substitution, Ray Frost, a sophomore linebacker, is coming in for NC State. Was that good of a job done in the secondary that Hartley had to go to his relief man, his safety valve man?
Well, once again, the secondary had excellent coverage.
2nd and 20. And a huge loss of about 9 yards. Mike Jones and Ray Agnew teamed up to bring down Hartlieb, and now it is going to be 3rd and 28.
The two tackles got together in the huddle and said, let's converge on the quarterback, and they certainly did.
Meanwhile,
let's take a look. You'll see it from both sides, Ray. There's 99 Jones and 93 Agnew coming in on Chuck Hartley.
and by the way,
That is the third sack for NC State for 19 yards and losses.
that was Jesse Campbell who was receiving some attention from the trainer or assistant trainer a moment ago. What a catch by Mike Saunders. And that is very close to a first down at the 40-yard line of NC State.
We criticized Hartley a couple times for his throws, but this is absolutely excellent. You'll see him over the underneath coverage man right there. Number 34, Bobby Houston, into the hands of Saunders before Vincent can come up to make the tackle.
And it's close enough to a first down to call for a measurement. They needed 28 yards.
Now let's look at the coverage here. You'll see Houston on the bottom of your screen. He's got the short, flat area. Now he's still dropping. He's dropping. Now this is an excellent throw. Look, right over the hands of Houston into the hands of Saunders. That was a great throw.
The Iowa fans here are saying go, 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 because it's short by inches. But I'd have to believe this is 4 down territory now with 9:46 left in the game. And the Hawkeyes with the ball and trailing by 11.
And Hayden Fry agrees with you, Ray. They're going for it.
Saunders, the tailback. Bass, the fullback. No wide receivers. In fact, it's a full house backfield. He did not make it.
No chance.
An aroused NC State defense comes up with what might turn out to be the play of the game.
Very well, maybe, Ray. Just great defense by those young men right there. The Wolfpack of NC State.
28-17, Wolfpack, 9:37 left. I don't think I have to say don't go away. 9:37 left. The Wolfpack stopped the run of Iowa on 4th and inches. And so NC State with the ball at their own 42-yard line. Crite. Brought down by Jim Riley, who has kept up his sterling play. Iowa 6-0 when out rushing their opponents. But today, 19 yards running versus NC State's 170.
That means in the second half, they've had a -1 yard rushing.
Oh, it is now 2nd down 6 after Crite's 4-yard pickup. The clock running. Crite again. Gets within 3 yards of a first down. Now Crite. Brevard, North Carolina. Did I pronounce that correctly? Brevard, North Carolina? Okay.
Coach Sheridan would like nothing more than to run out the clock, keep the ball in Crite's hand, pick up some first downs.
3rd down, 3, just short of the 50. Clock running with 8.5 minutes left. And the Wolfpack leading 28-17. No, it's going to be Jackson, and he dives for the first down. You know why I'm being so careful about saying whether it's Brevard or not? I won't tell you what game it was, but a major bowl game many years ago, I said that a player was from Chillicothe, Ohio. And the mayor, as I recall, or an official at least, of Chillicothe, Missouri, wrote to the network I was working for demanding that I personally issue a public apology for saying Missouri instead of Ohio. So I try to be careful. A first down run for Tyrone Jackson. 47-yard line of the Hawkeyes. 8 minutes left to play in the clock run. Crite. Oh, you talk about a determined runner. He picked up almost 6 yards, did Mal Crite. I think that might be one of the surprises of this game so far, the running attack of NC State.
Well, it almost looks like the offensive line of the Wolfpack got together and say, we're going to show them we can run the football, and they've done an excellent job in this series.
2nd down, a bit more than 5 for a first down. Now we're down to 7.5 minutes left. Crite has carried 43 yards on 10 carries. Now Tyrone Jackson. Short of a first down, but it'll be third down and about 3. Could it be this Iowa defensive unit, because of being on the field so much today, is tiring? We have an injury to a Hawkeye.
That looks like it's Riley on the ground. Or is that Gator? No, it's Riley, number 95, coming in on the tackle right there.
He has come up limping a number of times, but competitor that he is, I know one time they sent a substitute on and he just waved him off and stayed in the game, but this time.
We talked earlier, he has great genes. His father, Mike Riley, was an All-American in Iowa, member of the Chicago Bears and Minnesota Vikings.
Melvin Foster, number 66, a sophomore from Houston, Texas, replaces him. Yet another third down coming up. This is 3rd and 3. 7 minutes now left to play in the game. 28-17 NC State. A keeper for the first down by Davenport. So the Wolfpack is doing what Dick Sheridan and staff would like to have them do. Keep the ball on the ground. Keep the Iowa offensive unit off the field.
Ray, it looked like they were faking the reverse. Danny Peoples came around on that play. They may have just been trying that play to see how the defense reacted to it. We may see a reverse later on.
Davenport shouting instructions to his running back teammates. Kreit almost breaks a tackle, winds up with a near 5-yard gain. Matt Ruland started the game as a defensive lineman, just checked back into the lineup.
Well, you're seeing the offensive line of the Wolfpack really take control of this ball game.
2nd down, 6 after that gain of 4. The only wide receiver is Naz Worthen. Davenport taking a lot of time off that clock. Kreit. He is absolutely determined to gain yards, and gain yards he does. Mal Kreit.
Mal Kreit in the Peach Bowl a couple years ago gained over 100 yards in the ball game. You could see that he looks pretty fresh out there, and the Hawkeyes are being worn down. Nice cut right there. Not much of a hole, but he picks up good yardage.
And a first down.
And a first down.
At the 24-yard line of Iowa. Less than 6 minutes to play in the game now. Santee is the only wide receiver off to the near side. Jackson. Great blocking ahead of him, and he winds up with about a 6 to 7 yard gain.
Ray, at the top of the ball game, we talked about Dick Sheridan's concern about being able to match up physically against this Hawkeye team. Well, it's towards the end of the ball game, they are not only matching up well, they are dominating the offensive line of scrimmage.
That gain by Jackson brings up a 2nd down and about 4. New fullback is Steve Sally, number 29. Sally short of a first down by a yard and a half or 2. I have a bad habit from time to time at the end of a game forgetting to thank the people that enable us to say that that was so-and-so that caught the ball, or that's so-and-so that ran the ball or made the tackle. Our Iowa spotter, Rick Klatt. Our NC State spotter, Darren Stewart. And our statistician, Richard Simmons. Thank you, gentlemen. Well done. 3rd and 2. 4.5 minutes left. Jackson. Short of a first down. It is 4th down. Now, an 11-point lead. A field goal would obviously increase it to 14. Let's see what Coach Dick Sheridan decides. A little more than a yard, less than 2, it appears, away from a first down. The clock continuing to run with less than 4 minutes to play, and they're going for a first down. Davenport and company have been told go for the first down.
A little surprising, don't you think?
Yes, it is. Jackson has carried 16 times for 89 yards. Will he get the ball? He has it. And he is stopped short. The defenders of the Hawkeyes rise up on this occasion and will take over at their own 17 to 18 yard line. 28-17. Wolfpack ball. Hawkeyes have it. Oh, we will return. Pack finally was stopped by the tired Iowa defenders, and the Hawkeyes take over at their own 18 with 3 minutes and 29 seconds remaining, and a new receiver, a senior from Chicago, Mark Mazzeri, number 40, is in the huddle right now for the Hawkeyes. The first time he's played today.
Well, the Wolfpack did not put any points on the board, but they did the next best thing. They took 6 minutes off the clock.
1st and 10, Iowa. Shotgun formation. Hartlieb has passed for over 300 yards. Now this is Nick Bell. That play took quite a bit of time to set up because Hartlieb couldn't find anyone deep, and it winds up in about a 4-yard gain to the 22-yard line before Scott Auer makes the tackle. Senior Scott Auer from Fairview, North Carolina. Obviously no huddle offense. 20 of 39 passes completed by Hartlieb. The ball is there. The receiver gets out of bounds. That mud-covered jersey belongs to, well, we'll tell you the defender was Joe Johnson.
And the receiver, Devin Harberts.
A first down out to the 39-yard line of Iowa. 2:53 remaining. Mazzeri is wide left. Sean Smith is wide left. Hartlieb shouting instructions to those 2 wide receivers. Nick Bell is the only running back. Oh, ball might have slipped a little bit out of the hand of Hartlieb, and that was Ray Frost, who almost had himself what might well be called a game-clinching interception.
No doubt about that. Hartlieb trying to go to Devin Harberts over the middle. Harberts was open. Hartlieb just didn't get the ball high enough and was almost picked off. Let's take a look right there. You see Harberts at the top of your screen, but the big leap of Frost knocking the ball down and almost picked it off.
2nd down 20, Hawkeyes. Receivers there, and it's a first down at the 41-yard line. Let's see who does that muddy number.
That's Harberts again.
Harberts again.
You'll see him on isolation right now.
There
He's just trying to find an open area in the middle of that zone defense. He found it.
First down, Hawkeyes, 41-yard line of NC State. 2:41 left. The pass is completed for about a yard, and there was a fumble, I think, at the end of it. Yes, NC State has the ball. So a wild scene on the field. We'll be back after these words from your local station.
Before you men go on this mission, I'm taking you to the best French restaurant.
Each team. That's our unofficial count. 2:26 left. NC State, 1st and 10, 40-yard line. The hit on Cook was made by Barry Anderson. Just a time-consuming run into the line. Dwayne Dow, tell us.
All right, Ray, well, our national fan poll seems to indicate the fans have spoken and have chosen West Virginia #1, Miami #2, Notre Dame #3, and Florida State #4. Now, the lines will remain open for another half hour or so, so if you haven't voted, call our 900 number and vote for the team of your choice. We'll be right back from the Peach Bowl in a moment.
State, 2nd down 8. Their own 42-yard line with 2 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the Peach Bowl from very wet Atlanta. Not risking a fumble, quarterback Charles Davenport.
That's Devin Harberts on the screen now. Not a very happy young man.
Wide receiver for the Iowa Hawkeyes. 3rd down and 11, and the clock is running. One running back in position is Mal Crite, who has certainly done yeoman's work today for the Wolfpack. There's Crite trying to find a little bit of running room. Maybe lost a yard.
You know, this has been the story of Iowa's season, Ray. I mean, they just never could really put it together. They had 3 ties this year. They played some good games and some bad games, and I've seen them a couple times when they should have put a team away. They just couldn't do it. This time they had no chance of putting this NC State team away because NC State pounced on them right away, and they played just superb defense.
Was there any major college team in the country, I'm asking myself as well as you, Jim, that had as many injuries as they did, including losing their #1 running back?
Well, that's also been the story of this season for them. We talked earlier that they've only had 6 men start the whole season. 2 on offense, Hartlieb and Kratzer tackle, and 4 on defense.
Preston Pogue to do the punting with 1:32 left, and Peter Marciano back to accept the punt at the Iowa 20-yard line.
That's not making any excuses for Iowa. They just played a superior team today.
NC State played a marvelous football game. Not a chance for a return by Marciano. The Hawkeyes will have it at their 29-yard line.
They need a win and 2 prayers and a miracle.
Boy, I'll say. But our congratulations to both of these teams and the coaching staffs. Players have certainly played hard today. And some 44,000 of the announced attendance here today, I'm sure, enjoyed it. To the short man. This is Hudson. Managed to stop the clock after getting 4 rather difficult yards. The clock stops with 1:09 remaining.
David Hudson, the man who just caught that pass, really never developed to his potential. I think I saw him as a freshman, and I thought he was one of the best fullbacks I had seen.
Hartley put a lot of numbers on the board, but one of those numbers happens to be 4 interceptions. But the one was just a tremendous play in the end zone that prevented an Iowa touchdown and might have been the play of the game. Certainly one of the key plays. Hartley has a receiver at the 50. There goes a late flag around the 45-yard line of NC State. Is that Harberts again? When he faces me, I can see the 16. When he turns his back, the number has disappeared.
That was Devin Harberts once again. He was a leading receiver in pass yardage on this Hawkeye team.
Face mask. It's a 5-yard penalty.
That'll move the ball to the 41-yard line of NC State, but less than a minute remaining to be played.
And Harberts is kind of a lesson for all the young men. He was a walk-on at Iowa.
Really?
Did not have a scholarship. He came on, got the scholarship, and had a great year this 1988 season.
It's coming out to the left is the before-mentioned Devin Harberts. Short man is Hudson. Stop the clock at the 32-yard line. Our player of the game. The Budweiser player of the game, number 32, Michael Brooks. Senior free safety from Greensboro, North Carolina. He came up with 3 interceptions and a number of other key plays.
A couple breakups. Many tackles. He really had an outstanding day, a career day for Michael Brooks.
2nd and 2. Ball tipped, incomplete. 27 of 47, 396 yards, 4 interceptions, 2 touchdowns. That's the unofficial log on Chuck Hartlieb in his final performance for the Iowa Hawkeyes, the senior from Woodstock, Illinois.
Well, there's great yardage numbers for Hartlieb, but those 4 interceptions tell the story here. 3 of those by Michael Brooks, our player of the game.
3rd down and 2 with 34 seconds remaining. Hartlieb trying to make himself heard. And there is the tight end, Cook. And Hartlieb goes over 400 yards in passing.
It's a good adjustment to the ball by Cook. Just jumps over the defender for the reception, but at this point, it's all moot.
27 seconds remaining. There's Cook again. Oh, there was no way that he was going to be allowed to score by Lee Knight, the Huntsville, Alabama linebacker who made the hit on him.
I think that's exactly what Lee Knight said after he made the tackle. He jumped up, looked down at Cook. He says, "There's no way you're scoring on me, baby." Well, this Wolfpack defense has so much pride. They didn't like giving up 17 points. They've only averaged 12.9 a game. They've just done a great job.
Well, I don't know whether Dick Sheridan has in mind to run for any political office in North Carolina, but now might be the time to do it. After electing to stay with the Wolfpack, and then having his team defeat a good Iowa Hawkeye team when Iowa was the favorite.
You know, this Hawkeye team were picked by many polls early in the season as #1 team in the country. They've never played up to that potential, but there's a lot of talent out there. But you know, one thing they really lack is the outside speed. The outside speed that North Carolina State has, and people like Peoples and Northern. I'm not sure that would have made much of a difference today, though, even if they had 9-3 guys out there. Well, NC State just played so well.
And that big second quarter when the Wolfpack scored 21 points to build a lead at the half of 28-10 was obviously very difficult to overcome. We've had a scoreless 4th quarter. 16 seconds left. Hartlieb just could not get the ball to his running back, Mike Saunders.
Well, he had Saunders open out in that flat area. As you said, Hartlieb just couldn't get it to him.
So now 12 seconds show on the clock. It's rained almost the entire afternoon. It's coming down in a pretty good fashion right now. Ball still remains at the 7-yard line of the Wolfpack of North Carolina State. Missouri goes wide to the right. A mud-covered jersey worn by Harberts to the left. Here comes pressure. Touchdown.
Hit the slot man, Sean Smith.
With 8 seconds showing on the clock. Sean Smith, Englewood, California junior, accepts the 3rd touchdown pass thrown by a very weary, limping Chuck Hartlieb.
That's a pride touchdown, Ray. You know you're out of the ball game and just show that you're not going to quit. There you see Sean Smith making the reception for the touchdown for the Hawkeyes.
That changes it to 28-23. And George Murphy will try to make it 28-24. No, he's going to throw for a 2-pointer.
Right down to the end. They're not quitting. If there's any chance at all, they figured they'd go for the 2 points.
The only question now is which direction will they try the onside kick? Will they angle it left or angle it right?
Well, they figure if they could get to 2 points, if we had a miracle happen, kick a field goal, they win the ball game, but it was incomplete.
We had a parade of high school bands perform here at halftime, and most of those band members are out in the exposed section of the stands here, but they're still playing away. High school bands almost literally from across America. If I judge the colors to be matching those of NC State, that's the Wolfpack band that is playing now across the way from our Ms. Lou television booth. Well, George Murphy will try to fashion something magical with his right foot right now. He's the place kicker, with the clock showing 8 seconds remaining and the scoreboard showing 28-23 North Carolina State. Murphy is set. Sean Santee, NC State wide receiver. That took 1 second.
Well, and now the Wolfpack and all their fans can celebrate. And we still don't see a smile on Coach Sheridan. Maybe a little later. Maybe after the clock runs off.
1 snap.
And we know we'll see a frown on that man, Hayden Fry.
Yeah. Well, as we mentioned very early in our telecast, he has built a marvelous program at Iowa, a program that will, I'm sure, just continue to excel. They have a safety back at the 42-yard line just in case of a bad snap. And the final 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's the ball game. North Carolina State 28. Iowa Hawkeyes 23. We'll be back to Atlanta to sum things up right after these.
And with the open up coach together, Williams was an assistant coach.